This is Tony with Radical Truth, where we proclaim truth, share the gospel, and expose Islam. I want to thank all of you who faithfully pray for our ministry as we continue to reach the lost and equip the found. Now, it was roughly 2 years ago when we were told 2 weeks to slow the spread. Shortly after that, different countries throughout the world began to hinder the movements of their citizens and infringe upon their rights as well. However, we're very happy to let you know that while governments were closing borders, God was opening doors. In fact, it was right around the time of the lockdown that we began recording the Radical Truth TV show and podcast. The TV show was immediately picked up by NRB TV, and ever since then, it's been airing each Saturday night on DirecTV channel 378. Over 50 episodes of the Radical Truth TV show are now available on 5 different video platforms. The audio versions of those same episodes are available on 4 different podcast platforms. And we've now had over 11,000 podcast downloads in 58 different countries throughout the world. More recently, the Radical Truth podcast began airing on 98.1 FM in San Angelo, Texas, every Saturday and Sunday morning. Also, I've been a radio guest 6 times on Stand Up for the Truth, which airs live in Wisconsin. In the last 2 years, I gave a live presentation at the 4th Annual Central California Evangelism Conference, 2 public presentations of Lights Out When Islam Rules America, an outdoor sermon of What is Islam, Who is Allah, and What is the Christian Response, and our 4-hour evangelism training series called Simple Steps to Share the Gospel was presented 5 times to help equip Christians boldly and confidently share the gospel with people around them. Speaking of equipping Christians, although we regularly receive feedback from viewers and listeners of our TV show and podcast, as well as from attendees of our live in-person training events, public speaking, and sermons, here is one specific feedback and follow-up that we'd love to share with you. After hearing my radio interview on Stand Up for the Truth in July of 2021, one listener emailed me and wrote, "Hello, brother. Do you have any Persian resources I could use? I've been sharing the gospel with Afghans online. The fish are biting there. One man asked for Christian resources in Persian in PDF format. Please help." Well, I emailed him back to let him know that we don't have any resources in Farsi or Persian on our website. But I took the time to look up 5 different resources for him, and I sent him the links for each, telling him that I hope he can use them for God's glory. Shortly later, he wrote back and said, "Perfect, this will do," as I told him to start in the Gospel of John. Oh, and guess what? He invited Jesus into his heart this morning. God is on the move even in this horrific place. Love you, brother. Love the show and hearing you on Stand Up for the Truth. Of course, this full-time ministry work is not possible unless God provides our monthly support, and He does that through people like you who realize the need for this vital work. Thank you so much for your faithful prayers and financial support, which allows us to continue our full-time effort as we proclaim truth, share the gospel, and expose Islam. And if you'd like to receive regular updates about how the Lord is using our ministry for His glory, simply go to radicaltruth.net and type in your name and email address to receive our newsletters. This is Tony with Radical Truth.